Thank you. Good morning again, one more time. Okay, basically, our company Federal International. You can see the words 2000. Actually, we are public listed in Singapore in the year 2000 in the main port, Singapore. So basically, we have six major divisions. We have the flow control. We have the utilities. We do have the water treatment. We have the FSO. Coal mine and fire protection system. Basically, we are a company started off in 1974, and as you can see, we have two vessels as of right now. We have Federal 1 as well as Federal 2. Federal 1 is about 1 million barrel FSO. Now we have a 10 years contract with PetroChina for Indonesia, and we have a fabrication yard in. We own 21% of one of the second largest fabrication yard in Indonesia by the name of PT Kunalusa. And we do have the utilities to provide the electricity as well as the steam to a biodiesel plant in Singapore. So we are dealing with oil and gas, as I mentioned, energy and utilities, water, marine resources, as well as industrial and commercials. These are the area that we are covering at this moment. Our main core business are supplying of those flow controls, like all the manual valve, like ball, gate group jack. We have 35 millions of stock right now in Singapore, and maybe after I just show you the what we have later on. So beside our own branch, namely KVC, which is we own 90% of KVC UK and 50% in KVC Japan. We do have other agency products like the Rairu, the petrol vessels internal. We do have all those. We do represent their products. The other area that I would like to highlight is we supply the casing and tubing, and also the line pipes. Currently, we are supplying 400 over kilometers of line pipe to Algeria for their MLE project for Saipem. So you can see this one is our fabrication yard in Jelekon, west part of Java, Indonesia. So we have this fire protection system. So our coverage is very wide. We cover Asia, as well as Europe, as well as Middle East here. We have an office in Sharjah, Free Trade Zone, which is handled by Mr. Markesh. So this is our customer in Asia. This is our stock right now. Maybe later on I'll show you the live video on that. Yeah. So we do have all the hydrotest, very sophisticated hydrotest vessels for the valve. We have all the certification required. So that's all what I have. Maybe what I do, I'll just show you some of the stock that we have in our warehouse. So this video was just taken about a week ago when I was preparing to come here. So you can see the valve that we have, which is about 35 millions, which is located in Tuas, in our area.
Do you also have your
Sorry?
own foundry?
Okay, we don't have we normally OEM in China, as well as in Japan and UK. But we keep stock in Singapore. These are all our stock. Because we have they call it blanket order with one of the oil company in Singapore. Yes. So we have to keep all type of valve with all full range. Okay, the last thing that I'd like to mention is actually in the leaflet there, I have mentioned that we do supply the line pipes, which is 400 over kilometers of line pipes to Algeria. This line pipes actually is meant for the export of the gas and oil to Europe. Yes, to Spain and Italy. Yeah, thank you.
Brief brand heat exchanger specialist is a Singapore local company. We are doing thermal design, sizing of the shell and tube air cool exchangers, and doing manufacturing in Singapore as well. So our heat exchanger mainly fit into the process plant, FPSOs, modules, and wherever area that require heating, cooling, or process. So we are actually we are actually ISO certified. We use stamp holders, and we also have this China pressure vessel stamp for China market. So actually our thermal design is based on the American standards HDRI process, and we design all type of shell and tube up to the double pipe, hairpin, multi-tube exchanges, air cool exchanges, and we do complete mechanical design for the certification of the class type certifications. All type of class we have gone through ABS, DMB, Lloyds, and so on. This is some typical picture of the products we design, and the range of the exchanger now we are doing is up to titanium. So we are currently working a project for titanium exchanger with Blue Waters and INI. So for their FPSO, and some of our exchangers are new design for the doing a conversion into 2009 for Euronav and OEG, TI Asia and TI Africa in your Dubai dry dock, where we supply complete design, new fabrication, nickel 800 shell and tube heat exchangers. This is some of typical pictures, waste gas in boilers. We do study and design for the waste gas recovery using the heat exchangers. And this is we are in-house contractor for SUSE mixer reactor exchanges for very high pressure and temperature. Design itself is only 300 over bar. This is some of the facility in Singapore. We have precision machining and so on. And as I explained earlier, we are fully certified internationally with the certifications, and so we can meet all type of requirements, class certification as well. So not only new equipment, sometimes for the dry dock you do repair and replacement, you can contact us that we also can serve you in a very fast turnaround and a fast track of the goods delivery. Because we did a lot of owners having ship repair in Dubai dry dock, and they actually place order with us and we send it to Dubai dry dock for you to replace. That's all on my presentation. Yeah. Thank you.
Let me introduce my colleague. Mr. Arif is our business development manager. Mazin is our operation manager in plastic and painting, scaffolding as well. Correct? So in general, we are under the umbrella of BBC, a listed company of Singapore, and we are 100% owned by APL, Odex Private Limited in Singapore. So we are, in general, EPC, engineering procurement and construction company on oil terminal. So even though today we are in this dry dock, I would say that we can still provide our expertise in fabrication as well as painting, blasting, and also scaffolding. So in detail, I will get Arif to review more about the company. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Arif from Odex Fujairah. Odex Fujairah had an facility. Was incorporated in Fujairah in 2007, last quarter, October. And in fact, a very prestigious project, Fujairah Refinery Terminal Extension Project, phase 1. Spreading over 20 tanks with a capacity of 560 cubic million storage capacity, succeeded by phase 1A of 140 cubic meter, a total of 7,000 cubic meter. It was completed successfully, and we were appreciated by the client, project management team. Odex Fujairah LLC is owned by Odex Pte Limited Singapore, which is a engineering, procurement, construction oriented company, and also project management consultancy. This Odex Pte Singapore has parent company PEC, which is more in process industry, and Odex Pte is more in tank farms and storage. Odex Fujairah LLC, after completing its project in Fujairah refinery, is on the way to expand itself for this field, and we have acquired land of 30,000 square meters in Fujairah to build up our own workshop, which will have 3 workshops: tankage, piping, and fabrication. And it will have a workshop for printing and blasting also. So this way we are going to expand our activity, and this workshop will provide support to all our Middle East projects, especially for tank farms, engineering, procurement, and construction ones. So this is in short our introduction for RX1. If anyone will want to know something, you can ask us.
Can you know about your major clients in the Middle East of international repute?
Right now we have Whitehall, the Fujairah Refinery Terminal Expansion Project owned by Whitehall. It's a well-reputed, well-known company. And we are on the way quoting for a lot of projects. We are expecting to grab information. And still on the way, the pipeline.
What's your target production capacity for the steel in tank farms?
Be about 5,000 tons. 5,000 tons per project.
Per project?
Yes.
How many projects are there?
Well, at this moment we are having some indicative project with some customer.
All right.
But it's not appropriate to disclose. So our new workshop we are targeting to reach this milestone. In fact, the PEC, our parent company, they already have a joint venture with our Saudi company, Idana. Yeah, so it's a big steel fabricating application company. So we hope that in the near future we should more or less get some project in Saudi.
How do you focus toward the reconstruction of our brother country, Iraq?
Well, Iraq at this moment, we know that there's a potential, and we prepare ourselves in long run. You know, there's a reason we have positioned ourselves in Fujairah with a 30,000 square workshop. You know, we try to get involved in North Africa as well as Iraq or Bahrain or Qatar potential.
The SPL Offshore has been listed in Singapore since last year. Formerly we were called Series International. So our main activities are actually into, we have our own IP products. We bought into a US company, Series International in Houston itself. And basically we deal more in deck machineries, in offshore cranes, lifeboats and davits. Okay. So if I'll just run on to our corporate structure. Okay, we have our own manufacturing plants in Jiangyin, China. But besides China, we also have presence in Singapore, in US, Louisiana, as well as in Rotterdam. Okay, as well as also a new setup that we have in Rio, Brazil itself, to cover Petrobras. Okay, we are still looking into this area itself. I mean, currently we are only supplying currently to Pride International mainly, because he's our biggest customer in terms of lifeboats, in terms of drilling equipment package, as well as also high pressure pipes and fittings. So mainly we are only covering Pride International in this region, and also partly to Saudi Aramco, because formerly Saudi Aramco builds some jackups in Jurong Shipyard. So we supply them in terms of their MRO services. Okay. So in terms of SBI itself, okay, we have our offshore cranes, deck machineries. Okay, we also have a new collaboration with a US company, Livingston, which deals more with wind installation jackup vessels. This we are actually supplying as a total package to customers like Astra, to customers like even in Dalian itself, Dalian and also Costco Nantong in China, where we actually built the whole entire project management from start to the end, even after sales services to the customers. Next, also with pipe-lay systems, where we also supply a total package solution, where we supply the vessel design. It can be a multi-purpose vessel that we have. I know I don't have much time here, so I can't show you the whole video presentation, but I can send you all the files. Okay. So in terms of pipe lay, we supply the whole vessel design, the pipe equipment from Remaco, Italy, okay, as well as also the offshore cranes, mooring system, all from us in our plants. So SBI itself has been always resident in the offshore market. Sorry. Yeah. We are mainly dealing mainly into the jackups, semis, the OSVs, as well as pipe lay equipment. Okay, this is just a very brief overview of what we do. In terms of deck machineries, you have the mooring systems, 8-point, 10-point mooring systems, the winches for your AHTS, the cranes and the pipe handling equipment. Okay, lifeboats and davits, where we have supplied close to 300 a year. Then we have our agents with Tech Drill. It's a UK company, dealing more to high pressure pipes and fittings as well as mud gate valves. I believe we actually have supplied for 6 rig sets in Dubai, Southeast Asia, Dubai, for all the 6 jackups in Southeast Asia, Batam. So we supplied the whole choke and kill manifolds, we supplied the mud manifolds, and also the drilling packages, as well as also the pipes and fittings for the 6 jackups. Okay. We also have another subsidiary, SBI Pacific, that deals more into offshore cabins. Okay, this is more of our jackup vessels that we have in collaboration with Livingston, US. We can supply the whole total project management, equity and financing as well. Okay, this is more to the pipe lay vessels. And this is our international operations. We have our design centers in US, Houston, okay, in Brazil, and in Singapore. These are the main 3 engineering centers, with Rotterdam as the only main crane division that is there. Then the rest are all sales officers or even MRO services. We are still looking into the Middle East sector, which we are targeting between end of this year or next year. We'll come up with a location or agents here. Okay, this is just some network of customers that we have, mainly that we have dealt with US and European customers and Saudi Arabia itself. Okay, this is the end of my presentation.
Just about the offshore cranes, what is the range of capacity of the crane one?
For lattice boom, we can do up to 500 tons. Okay, for box boom, we have dealt with until 3,000 tons. We even, right now we are bidding for Yantai reefers for 5,000 tons for Yantai reefers. Okay, then for knuckle booms, we can do up to 150 or 200 tons with AHC components.
And what is the small range?
Okay, small range, actually it all depends on your vessels and your needs. We can do anything. If you can do big, we can do small. It's just a vessel design. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we have naval architects, so we can actually design to your vessel requirements. So if you say small range, smallest we have is about 1.5 ton, 3 tons, 10 tons, 20, 25, 50.
And all are certified class approved?
Yes, we are currently actually getting our API 2C license. We are also ISO 29001 certified. Yeah, so we have API 2C, and we're also going to get our API 6A for our Singapore and China plants. Yes.
The delivery time?
Okay, delivery in time, if it's for the cranes, usually upon approval of drawings, depending on the size. If you say it's small size, I can do it within 2 to 3 months. But if you say something that goes beyond 100 tons and really a lot of components or special options involved, it may go up to about 6 to 9 months.
So this will be done in Rotterdam?
Not necessary. Actually, for us, our company, we are flexible. We even work with yachts in Singapore, in China, in Vietnam, even in US itself. So if customers like yourself, you all have yachts, I can build here. I'll just base my supervisory team and QA/QC team here, and the whole building process can be done here. We only ship the major components, like for example the motors and the HPU. The rest, I can build out here, I can work with your engineers, I can work with the welders, it's fine. We share the cost for your owners. Yeah, we don't mind that. We are flexible in that sense. Even for Petrobras that we are working right now for 10 projects, we are actually all going to build it there. None is it coming from us. Yeah, it's only critical components.
What about rebuilding of an existing crane? For example, let's say something like 800 tons, and which is not being rated now, or it can now take only say 200 tons.
We can do that as well. Actually, what we do in the Gulf of Mexico, we are actually very much into MRO. We do a lot of refurbished cranes. So like from marine cranes, we'll change it to offshore cranes. We have a team of specified API instructors, trainers, operators, all this to do refurbishment and full MRO services. So if you say you have a 200-ton crane or 800-ton crane, you need to a certain specs. We'll come down, inspect, and we'll see what parts is needed. Most of the time, it's always the bearing. Then we'll change up and even to classify it to Lloyd's or any offshore requirements that you need. And we'll to provide the full training as well.
I'm a manufacturer and my name is Nicholas. I'm from TriStar Industry Private Limited. Well, if you look at my name card, I'm actually present here in Sharjah under TriStar Middle East Industry. Okay, basically, we manufacture 4 kinds of products. If you look into the slides, first being the master code. Master code, I just touch a bit more on this is what we call fasteners. So who needs fasteners? The pipe fittings, flanges, structures, all these they need fasteners. So fasteners, there's a lot of materials grade. B7, B7M, L7, B8, super duplex. So what we have here in our plant in Sharjah is we do manufacturing of B7, B7M, B8, L7, the low temperature type, as well as the super duplex, which is now very commonly used for ONGC projects. So this our plant here, we are supporting the yachts like Lamprell as well as MIS. For dry docks, that's why I was saying that we did not do much, but I come to think of it, yeah, we actually supplied one of your two of your projects, one being FPSO Friday, SBM owned, that was loaded up I think last year. Yeah, and another one is FSRU Livorno. That was I think some of the modules was being built in Lamprell, so we actually supplied for that one. And that, I think if I know the integrating process is right now ongoing, or probably load up already in the dry dock. Yeah. So this is what we are doing. So basically we are manufacturer, 4 kinds of products. First being fasteners. And I shall touch on our job reference in Singapore we have done for dry dock. If you go into our website, you can see our job reference. The second product that we do is Dymac. So Dymac is a brand that's an Australian brand. So it's what we call cathodic protection. So who uses cathodic protection? When there's pipelines, so you need to protect the pipe from corrosion. So we need bracelet anodes. And for the jackets that goes into the sea, they need the sacrificial anodes. So we actually manufacture these anodes from our Singapore, I would say Malaysia. We have a plant in Malaysia, and also from our Batam plant. So one of the major people that uses this cathodic protection is actually MPCC. There's a few projects that's awarded by ONGC. We are both in ONGC. So ONGCs have a few projects in Lamprell and as well as MPCC. So we're actually supplying for the cathodic protection on that jacket itself. Major, if you ask our presence in the Gulf, we are slowly building up. In Qatar, we actually approved in QP as well as Ras Gas. And right here, we are supplying to DDW, which is DDW, which is doing the Dubai supply of the pipes. And we also supply for the metro, those hex boats, how deep galvanized hex boat. We actually supply for that. So there's some stuff that we are doing ongoing. We are now 9 months old, set up 3 months, and now we have been running for 6 months.